Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain you how to complain in a formal email. So here we have some instructions we have to follow. Then we have to write a real email to apply these instructions. At the beginning, I'll tell you the situation that we have to apply for. Suppose that I have invited my friends to have lunch with me, and the food was ordered from pizza restaurant. So I have ordered 16 pieces of pizza, and the quality of the pizza was so bad. So I have to make a formal email just to complain for the management about the bad service or the bad quality of the pizza. So I will go directly to the email. So I have to include the email that is mentioned in the bill or in the website of that restaurant. Here, since it is just an example, so I will explain or I will include my email just to have a sample. Now, in the subject line, I have to explain or I have to include something regarding the complaint. I have to include a word like complain or complaint. Then I have to mention the number of the order. It is so important to include that in the subject line just to make the email easy to be understood by my receiver. So it's good to start or to say for the subject line something like complain or complaint for. I have to include the number of the order. Suppose that it is something like this. Okay, order. This is a good subject or title for my email. So I have mentioned or included a word like complain or complaint, just to say that I am angry because of the bad service or the bad quality. And here I am detailed. I am mentioning the number of the order that is mentioned in the bill, just to, in order when they have backup data to go back to this order easily, to go back to the number of the order. Okay, let's go back to the file. So then we have greeting. I have to start by saying dear something, since I didn't know the name or the position of the receiver of my email. So it's good to say dear, and then I have to mention the name of the restaurant. So I'll name it as Triple X just to have, not to mention a name of a brand. So I'll say, for example, Dear Pizza Restaurant. Okay, you can mention the name of the restaurant itself, and I have to leave a space and to start writing the email. Okay, now what is to be included in this email or in such emails? At the beginning, I have to say the reason why I am writing this email. This is so important since I am a customer and this is the first time I'm writing to them. So I'll make it something like that. So for example, I can say I am writing you this email to complain for the very terrible pizza I bought from your brand, and I have to mention the time and the date. So something like I am emailing or I am writing you. So it's good to say I am emailing you to complain for that terrible pizza, or not pizza, for the terrible order, let's say. Okay, I have made, I mean the order, okay, from your brand, brand, yeah, or from your restaurant, let's say. Okay, I have to mention now that the time and the date, approximately when was it? Okay, and so from your restaurant, that was on, for example, Monday. 10th July at around 1 p.m. So here I'm telling him why I am writing this email for him. So I need to complain. To complain for what? I have to be detailed to explain the reason why I would like to complain or to write this email. So I mentioned very detailed data or information. I've mentioned the time and the date when I've made this order from their restaurant. Okay. Then I have to explain the problem with the needed details and say why you are complaining. In other words, I have to say what happened. What is the real problem happened? So for example, I have to say, it's good to mention at the beginning that you are a customer with them since some years, or you are a big fan of them, just to tell them that this is not the first time that you've made an order from them. It means something like you are surprised of this bad service. So it's good to start explaining the problem by saying, I am a big fan or a loyal fan, so a big fan of your pizza since, for example, 2010. We can say something like that. Okay. I know exactly fine how the pizza should taste. Or look like. But not this time. Okay, now I start to explain the problem in details in this stage. So I will mention the details regarding the problem. So I mentioned that I used to have pizza from your restaurant and it was very delicious, but not this time. So I have to say why it is not this time. So it's good to have semicolon just to explain what happened. So at the beginning, I have to say, for example, the smell was unacceptable. And the taste was so bad. Okay. Then I have to say, for example, I and my guests could not eat any slice or any piece of it, and we throw it back. So this is what happened. So I can say I and my guests could not eat any piece okay, and we throw it out. Okay, so actually here I am explaining the problem. I've mentioned that this is the first time I've faced such a problem with your restaurant. I say that the smell was not acceptable of the pizza and the taste was so bad. Okay, then I have to say this is an optional case. Sometimes it works good with you if you are complaining about something regarding services. like electricity or water. So you can say what you have done just to solve the problem. So you have a problem, you try to have a solution, but you couldn't do anything. So it's good to mention that. Sometimes if you have a problem with networking, with Viber, for example, with the service of internet, so you can mention what you have done. For example, you have restart the the device that is responsible for the network coverage. You've made something regarding the quality of the internet, so you can mention what you've done. But this is an optional. This is made optionally. It's not necessary sometimes. Now, in the case of the pizza, nothing could happen. But you can mention, for example, I tried to add some salt. I tried to add some cheese in order to make the taste better, but you couldn't find any good solution. Okay. Then I have to ask for an applicable solution. You can mention how you would like the problem to be solved. Okay, in this case, we can say, for example, to reorder or to resend for them. You'd like them to resend an order for you and for your guests, since you've paid a lot of money for them. You can ask them for that if it is fine. So it's good to say, I would like you to resend the order for me and my guest as a kind of apology to them, since they are your guests and their customers. So it's good to have the solution. This is just a suggestion from you for the company or for the restaurant that you want to complain for. It's not necessary sometimes to mention that, to mention a solution for you just to satisfy you or your needs. So you can ask for a solution, or you can suggest for a solution. Okay, then I have to ask for a response and attach supporting documents if available. Okay, let's see how to do that. So it's so necessary for the if I have a problem, to ensure that I really have this problem. So it's good to have some attachments, and in most cases these attachments could be documents or pictures. Now in our case for the pizza, we can say enclosed مثلا. Okay, have to make it capital. Okay, so we have enclosed are copies of my bill. For example, the bill that includes this time, I mean the time of the paying, the number of the order, and so on. Okay, so my bill and a picture of the pizza that you have ordered, for example. You can say through, or for example, you can recognize how different how different it is, I mean the pizza, from other orders. Okay. Now we have to see what next. So I've asked for a respond, and I've said that there are some attachments regarding the problem itself, and then I have to look for their respond, or to ask for their respond, or to look for their reply. So it's good to end the email by something like this. So we have to leave a space. Then we have to say something like, I am looking forward to receiving your reply soon. Then I have to tell them how to contact me. For example, please, if I didn't mention this in my signature or something else. So please contact me by my mobile. I can say the number. Fine. Then I can say the time when to contact me. So I can say during work hours. So this is the end of the email. Then I have to say, for example, thank you for your assistance. It's good to end the email by this one. So thank you for your assistance. Okay. And of course, yours faithfully. And automatically my signature is there. Okay, so again and again, we have to repeat what we've made. So at the beginning, I've included a subject line. The subject line includes a title for my email. So it includes a word like complain or complaint, and the number of the order if it is necessary, or if you find it necessary to be included. It depends on the type of the complaint that you've made. Then you have to start, since this is the first time you've contacted this restaurant, so you don't know to whom you have to address, or you have to talk. So it's good just to mention the whole company as unit. Sometimes if you have a problem with the networking, so you have to mention the name of the company, for example, Dear Zain Company, and so on. Then you have to mention the reason why you are emailing them. You have to mention that you are complaining actually for the bad service or for the product that you've sold or bought. Let's see. You have to mention the exact details that are regarding the product itself. Then it's good to mention that you are a loyal customer with them, or a big fan of this service, and so, just to tell them that this is the first time you have faced this problem. And this is a good indication for them that they have to satisfy your needs or to help you in order to keep you as a loyal customer with them. So it's good to say, I am a big fan of your pizza, or I am a loyal customer of your company, and so and so. Then say what happened, what is the real problem that you faced. It's good to have a solution for them, a suggestion for a solution, since the solutions that you've made were not successful. Then if you have some attachments, just to ensure your complaint, so say that you've made an attachment that ensure your problem or ensure your talk. And by the end, ask for a response. It is necessary to ask them for a soon reply. And how to contact you, just to follow up with you, and thank them for their assistance by the end, and have your signature. This is the end of this video. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.